Welcome back to another episode of BLT Biking. This week's video is very special to me because I got to go to one of my favorite places, Northwest Arkansas, and spend the weekend with one of my favorite people, my daughter Stella. Everybody knows Northwest Arkansas is a great place for mountain bikers to go and hit big trails with big miles, but it's also got a lot of beginner-friendly stuff. We rode two of the best beginner trails down there, Tweety Bird on the Little Sugar system and All American from downtown Bentonville on Slaughter Pen. Stella and I are here at the trailhead to the Tweety Bird Loop on the Little Sugar Trail system. This will be our first ride of the weekend. Tweety Bird is a fun little green trail. It's about 2-mile loop, and we'll go hit it a couple of times tonight, maybe do one each direction. So let's get started. Bird. Start right, yes. I want to apologize in advance for the darkness of this GoPro footage. As you can no doubt tell, Stella and I hit the trail right before dark the first night we got into town. We were so excited to get out and ride that we just had to go do it. So I hope you enjoy, even if the quality's not that great. It's a fun little downhill. I think there's a couple of very small jumps on it as we get toward the bottom. But it's just flowy and fast and it's just kind of neat. Get to the truck. Fun little loop. What do you think of the Tweety Birds?
It was okay.
It was okay?
It's not, I don't like the loose rock on it.
I gotcha, yeah. There is a little bit of loose rock right now.
I fell several times because of
Ouch.
loose rocks.
Where did you hurt yourself?
A little bit.
After our fun little Tweety Bird loop, our first evening in Northwest Arkansas, we got a good night's rest, and then the next day headed into downtown Bentonville to hit the All American Trail, which is the fun little green trail that starts in downtown Bentonville as part of the Slaughter Pen Trail system. We of course got a nice lunch at Peddler's Pub, and then we headed out.
Peddler's Pub. There's Rockhounds. And we're on All American.
The All American starts right off the square in downtown Bentonville. Notice the condos on my right. It's really neat because when you start the trail, you're at the high point. You ride maybe a half a mile along the top, and there's a lot of skins and other optional features that you can play around on. Before long, you start the descent down toward the bottom of All-American. The All-American descent is really cool. It consists of a number of well-manicured, medium-sized berms to get to the bottom. Beginners can ride down it easily, and more advanced riders can ride them just as fast as they can and practice their turning skills. After descending a half a dozen or so bermed corners, you end up back at the Greenway. That's one of the other really cool things about the All-American Trail. It essentially parallels the Greenway, so you end up back on it every so often.
Bridge here. Wow. They've really done a lot to All-American. Favorite part's coming up. This used to be the urban trail, but they have revamped it and rebranded it as part of the All-American.
After we completed the All-American Trail, Stella and I headed back up the Greenway to downtown Bentonville. We wanted to finish up our weekend of riding on a high note, so we hit Trash Creamery for some delicious ice cream. As always, Stella and I had a great time in Northwest Arkansas. It was the perfect end to the summer. Thanks again for joining us on BLT Biking. We'll see y'all down the trail.